Right, hello and welcome to the Every Other Saturday podcast YouTube channel. Once again, and this time for the draw reaction to the last 16. Rangers drawn against it's no Sparta, Slavia Prague. In the last 16. We'll be here to give some facts on. I'll need to get it right. Slavia Prague. Um, and
Slavia.
Slavia Prague, give our thoughts and reaction on the draw as well. So before we get into that, if you would like, subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow the socials that be on the screen, that'd be much appreciated. So you were shaking yourself when you seen Man United come up as we were
I was
talking.
Aye. No, listen, I thought, I was like, we're not getting Arsenal. We're not getting Spurs. And then I seen United come up and I thought, no, when you get the butterflies in your stomach, mate, and you think to yourself, here we go. But you see Milan get pulled out, so listen, one of them can knock each other out, one of the big boys goes out.
I had the exact same nervousness through the full draw. I'm like, oh, I wouldn't want them. Or no, don't use them. And then it gets to Slavia Prague. An important thing to mention is this tie will be played 11th of March and 18th of March. First leg will be there away from home for us, which I always think is a great thing. We done it obviously against Antwerp. Went over there first. Go over there, try win the game. Get a goal, whatever, and then come back to home and beat them. I feel that's always the best thing for these knockout ties.
No, I agree with you, mate, 100% agree with you, but they're a bit wise, mate, they're unbeaten in the league, aren't they? So it's going to be a difficult game.
That's what I was going to go on. Yeah, what do you think about Slavia Prague? Do you know much about them? Obviously, they just beat Leicester last night. What do you think about them?
That's about it, mate. Listen, no, that's all about. I know about them. I remember they were in Champions League, but they were in Liverpool's group in the Champions League, no?
They were in the Champions League. I cannot remember whose group they were in, though. I think it was Liverpool, but aye.
Liverpool, mate. But no, listen, they're obviously a good side if they're putting out Brendan Rodgers' Leicester. Mm-hmm. Kick myself because we would have got Rodgers' Leicester. Would have been a good tie for Stephen and the boys to get again.
No. But personally, for my way of looking at it, I feel that it's a good draw. But I do feel it's a dangerous draw as well. I feel they're a decent side. Like you don't go away and beat Leicester if you're nobodies. You know what I mean? Decent players have came for their team in the previous seasons. Obviously, Thomas Souček that plays with West Ham at the moment, Kufal that plays with West Ham at the moment, both coming for Slavia Prague last season and both doing very well in the Premier League. So they have got good players, as you said, top of the Premier League. What am I thinking? Top of the Czech League. Top of the Czech League. Unbeaten as well. The only time they've been beaten is in the Europa League and Champions League this season. So they're on similar sort of form to what we are, but you have to take into account the Czech League maybe isn't even as good as the Scottish League. There's two teams up there, Sparta and Slavia Prague. I think there's about 10 points of difference up at the top of the table. But Slavia seem to be that bit better than Sparta Prague. Obviously, we've seen them beat Celtic 8-2 in aggregate over the European campaign so far. So definitely a decent side. It'll be a tough game.
That will be, mate. That's my first thought. Do you know what I mean? Maybe the league's not as competitive even as our league, but saying that, mate, you've got to be a good team to get in the Champions League. You've got to be a good team to beat, do you know what I mean, Leicester. So I really think it's going to be a good challenge. I'm expecting Gerrard to come out with the Champions League opposition again, which I've kind of no. I'm looking forward to it, mate. It should be a good test. It should be a good game, as we're going to say. Do you know what I mean? It's time we're leveling up every opponent we play. Do you know what I mean? It's like Mortal Kombat. You're leveling up every time.
But I feel that obviously with the Antwerp games that have been and gone now, we'll need to defend a lot better as we go up the ranks here, because again, another level opposition. You seen what happened last year. We played by Leverkusen, and that was really a step too far for that team, I felt. At the time, they outplayed us, bossed us both games we played them. But I feel like the squad is better equipped this season to be able to take that other step up. Obviously, Slavia, I wouldn't say are as good as Bayer Leverkusen in any way, but it's the same round again. Hopefully, we can get by this. It's another bonus building on obviously last season where we didn't get by this stage. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the club as a whole. It's nice to be involved in these kind of things. European draws and such. And I really fancy our chances here. I think it'll be a good draw for us. I feel that we can go away, get a decent result there, and then beat them at home. But it will be tough.
No, it will be tough, mate. As you're saying, I agree with everything you're saying. But for me, mate, you just can't overlook when we've got to just play it cool, mate. But I feel like we could, if do you know what I mean, could get a good job out. I really need to watch some of their play, somehow they play. Do you know what I mean? Like watch the sort of stuff.
That's what I did in preparation for this recording. I watched their highlights against Leicester. They had a few decent chances. Didn't have as much of the ball. I think Leicester had the majority of the ball, but they only had 7 shots or something in the full game. Made 2 of them count. Their second goal for Abdullah Sima, who I'm going to touch on a few of their danger men. Abdullah Sima is a 19-year-old Senegalese right winger, and he's probably their most important player. As a 19-year-old, he's got 11 goals and 3 assists this season. Obviously, he scored a great goal actually last night against Leicester as well. Nicolas Stanchu, who plays in behind the striker as well, looks to be a decent player. Nicolas Stanchu.
I thought you said Nicolas Stanchu, but
no Nicola Sturgeon, no. Nicolas Stanchu, he plays in behind the striker in the sort of centre attacking mid role. Jan Kuchka, who's their out-and-out striker, 24-year-old Czech Republic striker, 15 games this season in the league, 11 goals. And the other side of their attack, Peter Olayinka, or something he's called, Nigerian left winger. Also similar stats, goals and assists. So they've got a young team. I think Jan Borrell at left back's 30 years old, but they've got a good team all round. I feel it's just it is a good team. And they're the players I picked out personally for their attacking line that we'll need to watch out for, because I feel that they're the ones that could hurt us.
No, listen, it wouldn't be one of these where you giving us some facts about these players, mate. So I appreciate that. No, listen, look, we've got dangerous players. We've got Ryan Kent, mate. If they get a Ryan Kent, if they get a Fred on it, no, I'm joking. Listen, we've got a good team. I expect them to give a good game, but hopefully we can get through at the end of the day and draw one of the English teams finally. Make my day. I really want Arsenal there. I feel like Arsenal are going out next. For me, to be honest with you, I think Arsenal are going out.
Olympiacos again could be a repeat.
Exactly. That's a difficult game, mate. I wouldn't want to go to Greece, man.
Nah, I'm the exact same. Before the draw.
Better than that, but
before the draw actually started, I was thinking Shakhtar and Olympiacos were the 2 that I would want to avoid at all costs personally. For the travel, they're decent, strong opposition as well. They were the 2 I really wanted to avoid. We did. Slavia Prague's it. We've got a good team. They've got a good team. They're unbeaten. We're unbeaten. It'll match out for a good game over the next sort of few weeks whenever that comes along. But I feel like that's the video. If you have any thoughts on Slavia Prague, how this game's going to go, let us know in the comments below. And as you do, if you like this video, like it, subscribe, and follow the socials that will be on the screen. And we'll be back for the podcast on Tuesday to cover this tie. What were you saying there? Sorry.
Who you got for the cup at the weekend? Who you get for the cup at the weekend? And Livy or Jonathan?
Hopefully Livy, because then we can talk about how they're going to be pished and we can just beat them on Wednesday easily enough. So I hope Livy do win that one. And we'll talk about the Livy game. We'll talk about that result as well. We'll talk about the tie with Slavia Prague in a bit more detail as well. So stay tuned for that one, and we'll see you later.